million white people to a majority black government. And this poverty that is now affecting 80% of it happened on yours and my watch. Not white people who made it happen. We failed to transform the system that we inherited. And your Zimbabwean example, you should know, I visited Zimbabwe in the mid-80s. I was a great admirer of Zimbabwe. It's not about Zimbabweans owning their country. It's Grace Mugabe owning Zimbabwe. Yes. The most of the farms that were transferred to black Zimbabwe have been given to the ZANU-PF people, like in South Africa. A lot of the land reform that is tipped as having been done, you go and check the register, how many cabinet ministers have got farms and stuff. Now, that is called corruption, but nothing to do with transformation. We have to have an inclusive economy. And I was asked to speak to leadership and social change. And I chose those three. They are the fundamental pillars of our constitution. I didn't choose them. They're there. Unless you don't believe it. And I'm saying, if we believed in and lived those three pillars, we would not have an education that is 12th class for 80% of South Africa. That's what's creating poverty. We wouldn't have hospitals that are collapsing under the weight of income. That's what's creating poverty. We wouldn't have the kind of towns that are immersed in filth because we've made what was supposed to be an orderly system of tenders into a patronage system. So we give people tenders, they don't clean the system. So poor people live in those parts of South Africa where there's no garbage room. And I've traveled around South Africa. And I haven't come here to campaign for, I haven't used the word I have one. But the people who don't want to debate always put words into other people's mouths. You are a student, you are supposed to be developing your intellectual capability to debate and not to invent stories. The fact of the matter is, the South African economy has to be fundamentally transformed. And BEE has not transformed the economy of South Africa. And it will not. What we need is fundamental transformation, which is going to, in my view, start with making sure every one of those 4 million South Africans, largely black young people, out in the streets, are put on the job training. And the money is there. The money is there. Every year we collect 1% of payroll, 5 to 6 billion. But we have created a layer called CETA. Those people earn $1 million plus. And they haven't developed the skills that we need for this economy. And in the 21st century, it doesn't matter what you want. If you don't have the skills, the economy can't grow. And we as South Africans also need to demand a fundamental restructuring of the mining, the agriculture, and the opening of opportunities in the services sector. We have small and medium enterprises that are drowning under the bureaucracy of the new labor law. Those labor laws are good for the corporate sector, but not for small and medium enterprises. Now, I didn't come here to talk about the economy. I can talk about the policies of our country, but that's not what I came here to do. But what you have to understand is that I fought for this freedom. It would be ironic for me to want to bequeath to my grandchildren a country that is unfree.
During the last round of hands, I'm going to take the gentleman, the lady. I'm going to batch 5 questions together just to get the time aspect on our side. So I'm going to take your hand, the lady's hand. There was the chair's hand at the back, and I'll start back with the 2 ladies on the side.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ramphele. Today I would like to congratulate you on being very ambitious to be the secretary of our country. So you spoke about Nelson Mandela saying that freedom alone is not enough. What, in your opinion, is the thing that is missing to nourish the development of South Africa? And having also identified all the problems that are going wrong in South Africa, if we vote you next year to be our president, what is it that you hope to implement? And do you have a specific time frame that we are going to see tangible results to all South Africans? Because you take a country like America, they've had their democracy for 300 years, and yet there's still poverty and racism that exists there. We've had 20 years. So I want to know, do you have a time frame that you're going to change things? And apart from how